Dr. Emma Chen was having a perfectly normal day, testing her new quantum tunneling device, when she accidentally punched a hole through space-time into the middle of the Galactic Council's most sacred chamber. She didn't mean to, of course. She was just trying to improve the efficiency of her lab's particle accelerator by 0.3%. Instead, she created humanity's first contact with alien civilization by literally dropping in on their most important meeting. The Grand Archon X Tilith, supreme ruler of the largest empire in the known galaxy, was mid-speech when a swirling portal opened above their ancient ceremonial table, and a human in a coffee-stained lab coat fell through. Emma landed face first on the table, scattering the Archon's precisely arranged ceremonial artifacts. She stood up, adjusted her glasses, and looked around at the assembled alien dignitaries, hundreds of species, all staring at her in shocked silence. "Oh," she said, pulling out a tablet and making a note. "That's unexpected. The quantum variance must have been off by at least. Hang on." She tapped at her device, completely ignoring the growing tension in the room. "INTRUDAR." The Grand Archon's voice boomed through the chamber. "You dare violate the sacred halls of the Galactic Council? Our combined empires span millions of light years. We command fleets that could reduce your entire world to ash. Explain yourself before we—" "Sure." Emma held up a finger, still focused on her calculations. "Just a second. These readings are fascinating. Did you know you're all generating a quantum field that's completely incompatible with standard model physics? That's probably why the tunnel opened here instead of in the break room like usual." The silence that followed was deafening. In 10,000 years of Galactic Council history, no one had ever shushed the Grand Archon. A security drone approached Emma, weapon ports opening. Without looking up, she pulled a small device from her pocket and pointed it vaguely in its direction. The drone immediately shut down and fell to the floor. "Sorry about that," she said, finally looking up. "Your artificial intelligence is using quantum encryption, right? That's adorable. We moved past that ages ago when we realized how vulnerable it was to temporal manipulation. Here, let me just—" She tapped something on her tablet, and every security system in the chamber simultaneously deactivated. The assembled aliens began murmuring among themselves. The Grand Archon's color shifted from regal purple to alarmed magenta. You disabled our most advanced security systems with a handheld device?" one of the council members asked. "This?" Emma held up her tablet. "Oh, this is just my calculator. The security bypass was from my phone." She patted her pocket. "I really need to get back to my lab, though. The coffee machine should be finished with its quantum recalibration by now. Your species has mastered quantum recalibration of beverage dispensers?" Another council member's translator seemed to glitch on the concept. "Well, yeah. How else would you get the perfect cup of coffee? Regular machines just don't account for quantum taste fluctuations." Emma finally seemed to notice the grandeur of her surroundings. "Oh, is this some kind of important meeting? My bad. I'm Dr. Emma Chen, by the way. Earth. You know, that little planet out in the unfashionable end of the western spiral arm?" The Grand Archon had recovered enough to speak again. "Earth is a restricted zone. Our surveys indicated your species had barely mastered basic spaceflight." Emma laughed. "Oh, those rockets? That's just for fun now. Kind of a hobby, you know? Keeps the aerospace engineers entertained. We switched to quantum tunneling for serious travel years ago. Much more energy efficient, even if you do occasionally end up in alien council chambers by mistake." She checked her watch, a device that seemed to bend light around it in impossible ways. "Speaking of which, I should head back. My graduate students are probably wondering where I am, and the last time I left them unsupervised, they accidentally invented a new form of matter." Before anyone could stop her, She pulled out her tablet again and started tapping. "It was nice meeting you all. Sorry about dropping in unannounced. Oh, and you might want to update your security protocols. They're broadcasting your encryption keys on at least 7 quantum frequencies I can detect without even trying." A portal similar to the one she'd arrived through began to form beside her. As she stepped toward it, she turned back. "By the way, if any of you are interested in quantum physics discussions, we have a great coffee shop on campus. Drop by sometime, just try to use the front door instead of quantum tunneling. The barista gets annoyed when people bypass the queue." With that, she stepped through the portal, which closed behind her with a small pop, leaving behind a room full of stunned alien leaders and one deactivated security drone. The Grand Archon looked down at the notes that had scattered when Emma landed. Complex equations and diagrams covered the pages, with little doodles in the margins showing what appeared to be improvements to their most advanced technologies, drawn almost absently, like someone solving a crossword puzzle. In the decades that followed, the day became known as the coffee stain incident in Galactic Council records. It also marked the beginning of a complete overhaul of galactic technology standards, and, more importantly, the establishment of the most popular coffee shop chain in the known universe, run by Earth graduate students who needed to fund their research